Hello, I'm Claire Louise here from BeHealing.com, and my live show Psychic Cafe has just ended, so I wanted to share some of the cards with you. If you want to watch the full replay, you can on YouTube. And if you want to come live sometime, I do it pretty much every day, 7 a.m. Bangkok time. I set it up beforehand. I'm about to set it up just after I shoot this video for tomorrow. So come along to that. You can see it lined up. So let's have a look at these cards. We've got a lot about empowering ourselves today. We've got the High Priestess out first, right? The High Priestess. Oh, it seems to be mirrored. Hang on. The High Priestess is, she's sat there and she's got a crystal ball, right? The High Priestess is the intuitive one. But how do we get intuitive? Well, we go through this process of usually being empathic and hypersensitive. And we generally get that. A lot of people get that through having the scary tiger near us. So maybe you're born into an abusive family like me, or you were just in unsafe situations. You had to develop this empathy, kind of focusing on the scary tigers in the room to make sure that they are like to feel their feelings so that you know what state they're in to protect yourself, right? And so I got so used to feeling other people's feelings that you develop this gift and you hone this gift. And so it's great. But this gift then turns against you, when you can't feel your own feelings and you're not in yourself. You're not allowing yourself to love yourself because you're always noticing the scary tigers. Not that those scary tigers are around you, but you're thinking that everyone's a scary tiger, so you've got to pay attention to them. And so we've got to come out of that and come into ourselves. And so in here, and because we can't, if we're just trying to do things for other people and noticing the scary tigers and trying to manage everyone else all the time, that we can't actually use our crystal ball and use our skills to help other people because we're always trying to carry them with them. We're trying to do the work for them instead of, we carry them with us. And so here she's tamed the tiger. The tiger's by her feet here. So she's learned how to empower herself so she can actually deal with the scary tigers when they show themselves. So she doesn't have to imagine that everyone could be a scary tiger. I've got to make sure that I feel their feelings all the time so I know where I'm at. So the High Priestess has done a lot of work. Now you might be at any point within of doing that work. But that work needs to be done before this happens, before this relationship comes in. Why? Because it won't let you. The universe won't let you mess this relationship up with your codependency and with your empathy gone wrong kind of thing, with your all of those dysfunctional behaviors that we have. It's not just imperative for your work, it's imperative for your relationship. So, especially the reciprocity thing, too. If you're waiting for reciprocity, it might be that you're not even accepting great stuff back for yourself. I've talked about this a lot in Psychic Cafe. So, if that's you, come along in. You'll learn a lot from this one. So, Knight of Cups is kind of waiting. That's a love offer. It's someone coming on, giving you a love offer. Excuse me, so that your heart will be full, so that you'll receive. Remember, you need to be in receiving mode before you can fill your heart full of love. It's got to be okay for you to feel your own feelings and know that you deserve that love. So the relationship is actually waiting on this. It's waiting on you doing that work, and that's what I was told over and again in the last few months, is that we're waiting for ourselves, really. We're waiting for ourselves to be truly ready to do that work, to be truly ready. And it's also about the balance too. So if you've got self-love down pat, but you're still by yourself, then it might be a scary prospect to bring someone in to have a relationship, because it's like, well, how can I do that? How can I find that balance of being self-loving and have someone else in there? Because I used to be codependent and I can make it all about them so quickly. And you just got to trust yourself and trust that you're up for that balance now. If you are, don't pretend that you're not. If you're not. Don't pretend that you are if you're not, is what I'm saying. You don't need to push yourself into this. Then we've got the Four of Wands here, the wedding card. So when it comes in, I've got the feeling about this that you've done so much work. You might have not been putting on the codependency and you not allowing yourself to receive love and all that kind of stuff. You might not have been realizing that. So you might have been honing your relationship skills, loving more and all of that. You might have got yourself to such a high level of giving and loving and all of that you're so amazing in relationships. And it's just this self-love stuff. And then when you get there, a relationship comes in. When it comes in fast. And straight with commitment, because it's the Hierophant. It's the one that's done the work on themselves too. Someone that's doing the work on themselves too. So there is that balance there. So you're looking for someone that's doing the exact same work, not the exact same work, but doing their work, taking responsibility for themselves. And so that's when this relationship comes together, and it will be two whole people coming together, two people doing the work, two people open to that reciprocity, willing to give that reciprocity, knowing that they deserve it, and it's just going to be huge. The moon here is about balance between our head and our heart. Am I in my head or my heart? Neither is better than the other, but we've got to have a balance between them. And see, here she's got her arms out, heart wide open. These two are in the head, they're like thinking about things. So we've got to get that balance right between our head and our heart. It's all about balance. Shouldn't be talking about light workers, we'll be talking about balance workers, because it's not about light workers or dark workers. They're the two extremes, right? We should be balance workers. The Seven of Swords, what's this about? This is about our ego, the sneakiness of our ego. It tries to keep us away. It tries to tell us that everything is a scary tiger. It tries to tell us that we're in danger. It tries to tell us all kinds of crap. We're deceiving ourselves. The ego is deceiving us. Then we got the King of Swords out here. The King of Swords is like the intellectual one, the one that thinks about things. So we've got a battle in our minds going on here. The ego, which is sneaking, it's telling us lies to try and keep us safe. Don't get me wrong, we need our ego, but it can tell us all kinds of crap to keep us away from love. And we've got to get this balance right within our minds, not just the balance between the head and the heart, but a balance in our minds too. Kind of taking control of our minds with our own intelligence, rather than letting our sneaky ego tell us all kinds of crap stories there. So if you want to know what all of the other cards are about and this story and get that guidance, there's some amazing guidance today, especially from the questions that people asked as well for the mini reads. You can watch that, the replay of my full show. You can find that wherever you're watching this video. There's a link to it there. And come along live sometime. If you click that subscribe and then the notification bell, you should be notified when I go live. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and hopefully see you tomorrow in Psychic Cafe.